All right. Believe we're streaming. Are we live? We live. Excellent. All right, we're back. I'm gonna take another approach to this. We're gonna start a new game, and I will be right back.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old.
Alright, had to refill the coffee. Gonna skip past this if you don't mind. It is very pretty, and I think I've only watched it like twice. Boom. So, here we go. I'm gonna start with a tutorial name. Tutorial Titty. Okay. So, this is probably obviously the first big choice a player will have when they start the game. What class? And oh my god. The choices. What could I possibly... Oh, I don't know anything about this game. Let's just actually look through these differences in leveling, alright? And I think when everyone starts talking builds, there's not enough talk about build theory. And when I just say build theory, I just mean understanding what these attributes do and their end effect on, the outcome of this character. So, like, there aren't many, there's some creative ways to wear certain pieces of armor with certain weapons and reaching certain breakpoints. Sure, there's a little bit of art to that, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to make an effective build, then there really isn't much you need to worry about. Let's just look real quick. So this is the difference between them. We got the Vigor, Attunement, Endurance, Vitality, Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, Faith, and Luck. And, all they are just different. You can see they start at different levels, with Deprived starting at 1, with everything in 10. And then, basically, the game just uses sliders and moves things up and down. So, clearly, this one's focused on Faith. Pyromancer is going to be focused on Intelligence and Faith, since those are the two stats that attribute to their damage. Sorcerer, imagine that. Their highest stat is Intelligence, which contributes to Sorcery. Assassins, they seem to go with maybe some... I don't know why they gave you 2 or an attunement slot there. But otherwise, this is all stuff... Like, look, this is just 4 or 5... Yeah, this is 9 levels from Deprived. Like, all you're doing is saving yourself either some time or giving yourself a head start. So by a certain point in the game, maybe you can wield a weapon that you know about that requires this many things. It's really just getting a head start. So at the beginning of the game... you should mostly be focusing on your vigor. Getting your vigor to 19, 20 will do so many favors beyond just getting your strength and dexterity, or whatever your offensive stat would be. So again, it's basically between the strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith. That's where you're gonna be. That's where your damage is gonna come from, and the weapons you choose to use. So I really wouldn't stress out about which class to use. There are arguments for which is obviously better for beginners or worse. Deprived, being level 1, having no armor, you get the most customized, experience, because you can literally just choose whatever you want. But you start off the game at a kind of disadvantage just because, you're going to have to get through the first part of the game without a shield and some armor. And of course, this is like your quality build, your dex build, your strength build, another quality build, with a little bit of faith tossed in. And yeah, it's just all flavors of the same thing. Just honest to God. I am going to choose a knight for this first tutorial, just because I feel like it is an excellent starting class. Now, again, if your fundamentals are down, you can use any class you want. It just this does you more favors. You start off with a great weapon, which is a longsword. You could have a +1 longsword, and it can carry you through Abyss. I mean, you could basically complete the first quarter of the game with just a level 10 guy with a longsword that hasn't been upgraded that much. So, again, let's just focus on maybe just, again, for the tutorial this, but honestly, you could have picked any one of these, and within 10 levels, you'd be right back where you want to be. You know, and you can also respec later in the game. It's really not a big deal. I would just pick a knight, and as a burial gift, I do actually have opinions on this. Now, you can get a ring that might give you a little more vigor. So if you want to maybe save a level probably, a level or two on vigor early in the game, that might help you out. You could toss, you know, another point into whatever else, your damage stat, and not have to worry about vigor. Again, you have to wear the ring and you lose the bonus when you remove it. A more permanent solution, and my favorite starting gift, without question, on every class, is the Fire Gem. This is typically a rare item that you're getting very early, and you can infuse it with, say, I don't know, a dagger, and just without even upgrading it, a fire dagger. If you crit with one of those things, if you backstab or riposte somebody, you're going to do a shit ton of damage. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I don't care about the rest. I'm just going to, I made two choices. My class, my starting gift. Fire Gem should almost always be your starting gift, in my opinion. But, you know, to each his own. Nah. Every character, you're going to have, you know, an offensive way to hit somebody, whether it be a fireball, a staff, firing pew-pew magic, a sword, which is my preference, because, you know, and this is what we start off with. We have a longsword, a fantastic early weapon, and a knight shield, another fantastic weapon. We have no rings to speak of. We have amazing defense if you look at this. And if you're new to this game, you're going to see a lot of numbers. Ignore. This is what I'm looking at. This is the I'm looking at the physical damage on the far right side here. Let's see if I can get my mouse going. Yeah, right here. Like, are you kidding me? You got almost 20 to 25%, 1/4 reduction on almost all physical damage. It's a fantastic starting class, and you start off with some good stuff. A shield that can parry. That's not typical of all shields. A lot of them can parry, but a lot of them can't. So, if this is your first time maybe playing one of these games, you know, again, get comfortable with movement. You can lock on, so I can lock on and just, you can strafe people. It directs your attacks. These guys are very weak early game. For this tutorial part, they are, I think, one hit for pretty much any weapon. And, like, you have a nice sweeping attack. You have a combo of a stab into a sweep. You got the double hit. I mean, it's a great starting class. Again, any other class works. It's the same. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't have a parry shield, which kind of changes my gameplay a little bit, because I always like to have a parry shield. Let's see if I can even. I don't know if you can. Oh, this guy will wake up. I missed. Let's try again. I'll try to parry this guy. Don't worry about getting hit. I'm bad. Alright. Can't parry these guys reliably. Little stab. Really? There is a large lizard that has kicked my ass. It kicks a lot of players' asses. I'm not feeling too good about challenging it right now. You do get a lot of souls, but I'm not too concerned with that right now. souls should not be anything you're worried about this early in the game. Truly. You're plenty strong to do whatever you need to do for the foreseeable future. Just might take longer. So, our first bonfire. Beautiful. That's going to be your home for a while. And again, let's see what we got. For all our troubles, we have acquired 124 souls, top right, and no soul items to speak of. That's because I missed one. Let me think. I might take that. And maybe we can go back and kill that lizard. This is supposed to be fun. Well, okay. Let's enjoy another thing about Dark Souls, and that would be its labyrinthian world design and proclivity for hidden pathways that reveal some items. And this is just going to be a soul item. It's something that, no matter, like, not in my bottom right there, my 124, that can be taken from me at any time I die. But the souls I have on me that I pick up as items, of course, are there until you use them, no matter how many times you die. So, you know, it's probably a good practice to only spend them maybe when you're in front of a vendor, or if you are about to level up and you're a little short. Because, I mean, you can always get some more souls until you can't when you're trapped somewhere that you need to spend and you don't have any souls on you because maybe you just died. If you just died and wanted to go back to Firelink and buy some things, you would need to pop a soul item. So that's probably a good case of when they're used. Alright, let's light that bonfire. Now these guys have gotten a little stronger. They're not going to go down in one hit. I think that's supposed to surprise you, but two should do it. Yeah. Now, you could just go around slaughtering people. Always strike first if you have a chance. Don't wait for them to attack. Being aggressive, in many cases, is to your advantage. So, there's a soul item there. It's not accessible from the ground. You're going to have to jump. Oh, there's a little tutorial. So yeah, you run, and then you jump by pushing the left stick in, typically. It'll backstab for his troubles. Backstab, of course, is when you get right behind somebody and hit an L or an R1. So, the game very subtly kind of hints at maybe things to come or things that it might want you to do. Hiding that item and teaching you to jump is just classic tutorial, but this game also has a habit of maybe when you pick up certain items, it tends to lend itself well to fights in the future, if that makes sense. So let's see if I can jump. And a Titanite Shard, which is 1/2, I think, of what we need to upgrade our weapon to +1. And we can do that in the first level. It's not going to be a big deal. So, we're halfway to upgrading our weapon already. We've learned to jump. And keep trying if you fail. What I find helpful, of course, is to run, and then I hold the joystick forward, and then just a slight pressure. So, a lot of issues people might have is like steering left, steering right. That's, of course, when you're pulling or pushing the joystick as you're pushing down on it. So it's just more of a smooth push. If you can get used to doing that, I wouldn't focus on it too much, and it'll come. But practice does make perfect, and I have practiced a lot. So I made it look easy, but I'm sure you'll try that jump maybe 10, 15, 20 times, sometimes as you're learning. All right. Game showing me overhead attack, so by falling from a certain height that won't kill you, you can swing, and when you land, it'll be a pretty strong attack. Not that these guys need anything else to kill them other than a few strikes, but it is a one-hit. That's the second chime I've gotten? That's interesting. Arrows, are accurate when fired, but anticipate that they will be fired at you, and you can just do a quick little pivot. Now, this will be very helpful in your travels, and so the earlier you get better at doing something like this, the better. And even better if you can do it by sound. So, when you know an arrow is being fired, if you have your headphones on, You should be able to get used to doing that. And then soon you'll be able to just dodge them, you know? Serpentine. I think these are skills that are often overlooked, but can save you in so many circumstances, you know? When you're busy fighting multiple people or mobs. And if I stand still, like I say, if I'm hitting somebody, he will hit me. So it's definitely important to say you're fighting somebody and you hear that click, you know it's coming. So the better you get at that kind of stuff, I think the easier your day will be. Ooh, fire bombs, always needed. I forgot they were there, so I'm glad I looked. So archers can be very painful. There's this, right off the bat in Lothric Castle, and you can just... It's always badass when you're dodging arrows like that, right? But definitely close in on archers and take them out. Alright, so... We got ourselves a boss fight. My health isn't perfect because I've been dicking around. And he hits like a truck. So you can always reset the world at a bonfire. What I'm going to do is go back, reset, get my health maxed out, because your health will reset, and then just kind of book it to the boss. It's a classic Dark Souls maneuver. And by resting at the bonfire the first time, of course, you get an amazing emote. So what I'm going to do here is just... There. Back where we started. No harm, no foul. And we got our full health. So... Champion Gunder or Index Gunder. Pretty low health. He's going to take a lot of strikes with your weapon, though. Since it is level 1. You've got a good one, because you can hit really quickly, and your stamina is as such. The green bar, you can see it going down. A strong attack would, of course, take out much more, depending on how much you hold it, because you can hold them. So what we're going to do here is... I don't know how I'm going to... talk about it. There are some advanced techniques that you can use, like parrying. He can be parried, I believe, in his first and maybe his second stage. But the second stage is more like get close and just beat the shit out of him and dodge when you need to. Dodging is very effective here, but parrying is definitely the more stylish option. It's definitely a feel for these kinds of Dark Souls fights the first time. Not realizing how a dodge works, maybe, and you're learning. Just knowing that the invincibility frames, which just means like nothing can damage you if you do this right when one person is attacking you. You could easily dodge into someone else's attack and you'll get hit. But you can dodge many attacks just by timing it and making sure you're kind of in the air flipping when the attack is about to hit. You can also block attacks, which is going to cause that green bar to go down. So that has a very direct cost because you can be guard broken. If that bar is, if the green goes away while you're holding up a shield, you're going to throw it back and be open to a whole shit ton of damage, especially against human opponents. You can't backstab this guy. He can be parried and riposted, so I might employ that tactic at first, and then to finish him off on his second stage, we'll just kind of have to duck and weave, and we'll maybe emphasize that gameplay. It won't start until I touch him with removing this sword. He is very intimidating for first-time players, so again, I would stress just working through him. Because once you get past him and open this game up, now this is what a parry looks like, so I'm going to try to do that when he attacks me. I missed. Twice. Third time. My style points are, there we go. Not bad for an attack, right? It does so much damage. You'll get the timing down. You can see that it's only certain attacks that I'm confident to parry. That's not one of them, actually. I should probably just avoid that one. I like that one. This will probably cause him to change up, so I'm going to go ahead and manage my stamina a little bit, get my hits in when I can. You see that arm? That's the white arm that I'm trying to avoid. The white arm right above me to my left. This is another good fun strategy. Just run around him and hit. That made it look a lot easier than it probably is for most first-timers, obviously. But he does have this big white arm, and you can kind of show... if you replay that fight, you'll be able to see that's what I'm typically avoiding when that second stage starts. And for the first stage, he has a few attacks. That one where he stabs me, I had the parry timing down. It seemed like I basically landed it every time. And that'll help that first stage go by quicker. And, I mean, you guys will... you could block some of those hits, but again, his stamina would eat you alive. Or so that hit would eat your stamina alive. So I would really more just kind of do a duck and roll. Watch your stamina. After you take a few hits, watch my green bar. You'll get used to how many swings you have. 4, 5. So when you're attacking, I'd say watch my green bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You probably don't want to go all in on somebody, right? You want to make sure you have a little left in the tank to get the fuck out of there. Excuse my language if something goes wrong. In case, and there's many times you're just going to want to like 1, 2 and get the hell out of there. And there is some queuing in this game with attacks and actions. So I don't know if you can hear my button, but you can see I didn't hit it fast enough, but if you queue up a couple hits and then roll, it'll be a slight delay and it'll still do the action that you're queued up. You'll learn the timings on when to cancel that stuff. So here I am, 3,384 souls. Not really anything else to my name. I've picked up a couple of chimes. These are, obviously, if you look on right here, this is the bread and butter of this right now. It needs 14. I'm not very smart. Or, I'm sorry, 14 faith. And I'm not very religious. So I can't even use this. All I have is my starting weapon, my shield, 0 rings to talk about, and a fire gem that's about to get some action in a little bit. I believe that item was a junky item. I'm just going to go ahead and... Crossbow, watch out, just come up quick. This guy has a shield. He can be shield broken with a... I'll just wait for it. So if you two-hand your weapon, you do get some more attacks. Your attacks do a little more damage, I believe, if you're using a scaled weapon. But what I can do with one of my blue bar attacks, my weapon art, is I can shield break him. Which opens him up for a riposte. That works for anyone who holds a shield. Human, non-human, skeleton thing. Stuff like that. So when a shield comes out and they're holding it up, it might be a good idea to try something that can break it in one hit, and which opens them up for a critical attack. And if you have a fire dagger on you, like we will in a second, you're probably going to be killing a lot of the early game. Ooh, ouchies. Embers will come and go, but yeah, it is nice to have them. Doing the multiplayer aspects of this game, which I will talk about and probably jump into in certain ways, are very good ways to make or earn embers and money and just kind of keep yourself flush with items. Because I think as you play this game enough, you realize that it's not really your soul level. It's not really your level. There are different, ranges, the 10 to 20, 20 to 30, it doesn't matter. You can pretty much jump into any of those and, do your thing. It doesn't really affect it, but having items, having the ability to homeward bow into a bonfire, throw bombs, throw daggers, you know, any numerous ways, embers, any kind of buffs, you know, lightning, fire, having those on hand and having like a large supply of those, I think it's a much better way of spending your money. And of course for big items like keys and stuff like that. Alright, so who we have here? There's a shield there. I'm not that interested in it. Got a katana user up here. He's a NPC. He's going to guard... I don't know what he's guarding with his life. He can be a real bitch for first-time players. I might try to parry him, but it's more just pressuring him and getting some quick attacks in, and he'll fall pretty quickly. Watch as he almost definitely is going to kill me. He has a tendency of getting his back to this cliff edge, and I mean, it's not like they didn't... Again, the game didn't just like hint you like, hey, look, there's a lot of open space that he might fall down if he gets his back to that, and you just pressure him off. Oh, jeez. So this guy's gonna fucking try to... Yeah, I have to get used to that attack. Oh, I missed... I thought I went for my dagger. Ouch. Okay, you know what? I don't have enough health for this bullshit. I'm gonna go get my dagger and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my dagger. He hits like a truck, even with my armor, so I hope I don't bring him in here. I think he doesn't leash over here. Besides, I gotta get this game started. I just want him to like run down here and start slicing shit up. Alright, let's embed the coiled sword. Reset my health. Possibly buy a dagger and increase my health a little bit. We're gonna level up to at least, I think 19 vigor. Alright, let's get some stuff real quick. I just want to get rid of these. We're all set. Alright. Let's level up a little bit. Let's get that health just a little higher. We're level 9 now. Let's definitely go... Oh, is that as high as I can go right now? Okay. I'll come back. We'll check some of those soul items out. That gives me 1,000 left. Yeah, we should be all set. Okay, we'll get that health a little higher, though. It's already feeling a little better. Someone you can talk to here. I'm not gonna get... I'm gonna get the, little Crestfallen Warrior callback. That guy, Harkwood, he's a bit of a dick. Alright, the Merchant. My favorite merchant. A couple things to note here. You can buy the white stone. It's a very nice to have. There's my dagger. I'm going to immediately purchase that. And how much money do I have? 700. Do I want the white? Not yet. Not yet. I don't want to help people yet. I don't want to be involved in any of that business. Alright, the other person in here.
You're in search of the Lord.
Let's go ahead and infuse our dagger with the fire gem we have. And there we go. And let's see, yeah, we need one more Titanite Shard. Our Estus could improve as well. There is a shard here that we can pick up with a little bit of jumping. I don't find it that exploitative. Almost everything in this game seems to just be here for a reason, so I'm going to investigate up here. Check out this awesome tree. And here we go. Let's see if my jumping skills are not what they used to be. That's essentially it. You run up the tree and you jump over and you land on it. Yay! Second time. Couple homeward bones. go. Got our Estus Shard, and let's leave them a couple things. What do I have? Do I have anything? I can leave you this. I can leave you one of these. Get a nice emote for my troubles, get Solaire's Iron Bracelets, and get a large Titanite Shard. Not too bad. Let's get the hell out of here. But how? Oh. And let's pick up a nice little ring that's going to help us in our troubles while we're at it. The nice little early game trick. This, of course, gets us more souls for every action, so ta-da, we got it. We're going to get rich. The first goal for me today is going to be, of course, upgrading my weapon to +1. We can do that very early in the game, which we are about to get started in earnest. I'm going to rest. And before we go, I did promise some revenge on the sword guy. Now, I haven't upgraded my weapon. I've gotten a little more health, so I can, you know, not have to jump out, but I'm not hitting him any harder. So let's see what this fire dagger can do if I get a riposte in, which of course I'm going to try. He tends to like that sweep move, which is easily read and parried, so we'll see. We'll see. Now, he really does want to get close to those stairs, doesn't he? I didn't equip it! Okay. Jesus Christ. I am not doing well. My parries are on point. Nice. Alright, there we go. Jesus. Yeah, that was one. I'm gonna keep coming. Shit. He almost got me. Oh my god. He is gonna get me killed. Woo! Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. You're kicking my ass. Alright. I am gonna go back like a little bitch. So I parried him 3 times. And I only got to land 1. Alright, sorry. I can't stop myself. I need to go finish this guy off. He is difficult if you are new, so I would, you know, it's not like it's a very far journey from the Bonfire. It looks like you're probably going to get your souls unless you lose them at the very top, so I'd still fight him down here if you have a tendency to do that. You could also, again, kind of back him up here and just strike. Now, see, I can do that to him all day. I forgot to highlight that part. If you space him right, if you stay a little far back and then just kind of... Oh, that's going to break through me, though. Woo! Woo! That's perfect. That's perfect. That's to show how fast and deadly that guy can be. I was watching in awe. Now my health is a little lower. I did lose that embered health. So, we'll see. Oh, no, and I gotta wait. There's a bit of a level load when you first come in. Oh man, my first death. Of course, trying to show off. Trying just to kill something I probably should have just waited and come back with a little stronger. You get nothing but a katana and some rags when he dies. If you're a katana player, if you're a dex player, this might be worth it. Then again, you're going to have a weapon that could probably stun lock him a little better than my sword. Not that the sword's doing an awful job. Hello, money. Souls. Alright, let's see what I can do here. God, he gets so far away. I forget that reach. So that's what you get. It's alright. with that done, we can get down to business. Parrying is a fantastic skill to learn if once you get kind of used to it. Like I've never practiced parrying his attacks. That's just kind of reading what he's about to do and anticipating when that strike's about to hit me. That does take a little practice, especially with human players. Well, let's get this game properly started. If you've gotten here, you're in... Oh! I totally forgot to... One minute. We're gonna hop back. I totally forgot to, upgrade my Estus. We did find an Estus Shard, and I want to capitalize on that. It's really beautiful. In fact, we're going to be ending up in that tower at some point after all this. Now that that's lit, I am going to run really quick back to Firelink and upgrade my Estus. We might even be able to upgrade our... We will upgrade our weapon to +1, and maybe even our fire dagger if we find enough shards. I believe we only have... We still have 2, right? Or 1, right? Okay. So, let's reinforce that Estus flask. Okay. There we go. Now we're kind of maxing our potential here. Oh, how much money do I have? Let's keep going. It's, I'm going to increase my health a little more, but not before I buy a few of these. I have 4. Yeah. And that should work for now. This isn't actually my favorite shield to parry with, so if I find a iron round shield, I'm probably going to do that. Another thing about this early level is that unless you engage in any kind of co-op, either by summoning somebody or using a summon sign, no one is going to invade you. So, with that being said, and me not being embered is probably not helping. Let's use one of my 2. And see if any signs pop up. Whoa, there's one. So, he looks like a dick. This is a great opening level. There's a lot going on here that will serve you well for the rest of the game. A lot of enemies that strike quickly, some that strike softly, some that have multiple mix-ups of attacks. There's a couple of knights, little humanoid enemies. There's a large pus of man. There's like a few of those. There's dogs. So I think if you just kept spending your time here, you know, either helping people out, but by co-oping, you know, there's no harm to you except your time. You know, all the souls you make are just gravy. And if you're part of a covenant, you can even earn some rewards by doing that. Again, I'm not going to do co-op yet. I don't think we're even strong enough to really help anybody. We just got off the ground ourselves. There's nothing we can really offer anybody. So, let's continue onward. Something about these dogs that... the dogs that are in the whole game, they don't like fire. If only there was something we had in our hands that... Jumping onto this side doesn't cause any fall damage. The tactic here is essentially block and swipe. As you can see, the fire just shuts them up real quickly. This guy can hit hard, but these 2 big ones, there's a axe guy down there. They're essentially backstab and or parry practice. All right, they have a lot of armor, so they don't go down in your couple of swings like you're used to. That one's like an off-time one. These attacks can be parried. And our fire dagger riposte is an instant kill, I believe. So again, fire dagger. Fire dagger. I have 13 strength, dexterity. It's a base level weapon. I've just infused a dagger, and a riposte from one of these things is an instant kill on these enemies. I don't believe a backstab, but watch. So this guy's whole game is jumping and really telegraphing his back. So, what? Backstab. Look, I mean, you can just sit there and you can say the word backstab and still have enough time to backstab him. All his attacks are like that. Any of these big guys in this level, just get behind him. This guy's a little more dangerous because his halberd, there's a few of these in the level. His halberd can kind of hit you from behind if you're not careful. So definitely watch out for that. This part's a little interesting because there's a big gloopy enemy and I don't exactly want to waste my bombs on this. Why not? Let's just do it. Dodge the arrow. Bombs help. He's still incredibly dangerous. He could one-shot me, potentially. Here it comes. Always go one too long. Very similar to, there's our Titanite Shard that I wanted. So right now we can upgrade our sword. Got a longbow for our troubles as well. So with that guy dead, we're kind of done with this wing. This wing of the level is short and sweet. It's actually a great kind of intro. You can just kind of stroll down here, kind of fight your boss at the end up there, get your prize, a Titanite Shard and an Ember. And then go back to the bonfire and re-heal and not really have to worry about coming back here again until you unlock the shortcut, which at this point, being that we just started the level, is locked. Can't go in, but we can come up and out, and of course, well, let's just try. And we'll basically have opened up the last half of this level to the first bonfire. It's a nice shortcut. A lot of people either don't notice it and end up basically doubling their travel time every time they die in the later parts of the level. So, with that part having been beaten, I'm going to rest. I am going to go back to Firelink Shrine, and before we've even started basically the major part of the first part of this level, we're going to have a +1 sword. We can come back and infuse it even sooner after that. We've got some souls for our trouble. I believe I'm going to take one of these off, maximize my healing since I don't have really anything going for me in the magic department, and my weapon art, while useful, is not something I use all the time. But let's reinforce our longsword. 2 Titanite Shards, we got exactly 2. Boom. Now, if you're interested in PvP, you might want to stop your weapon upgrades at 1 if you're going to be playing in Lothric. Again, though, Lothric is a dangerous place if you're going to be invading and co-oping. So maybe wait until later to do the PvP. Maybe Undead Settlement might be a better start. I'm just filling up some of these bombs real quick, and you always need a torch. Alright, that should be that. I am also going to see if I can get my health up just to like 19. I'll level up to 6. I'm only upgrading my vigor, guys. Nothing important, guys and girls. Just getting that health up there so I can take a few more hits. And talking a little bit more about the stats. You know, it really is broken down into a few brackets, right? You've got your vigor, your ability to take hits. You got endurance, your ability to dish out hits and run away. Your vitality, your ability to load armor up so you can look good and take more hits. Or negate some poisons or negate some effects. You've got your strength, which affects your ability to hold weapons. Dexterity, hold weapons. Faith, hold weapons. Intelligence, hold weapons. They all, then if you're important, if you want to scale, if you want to maximize one, there are things that you can scale with, so they just increase your damage, essentially. So your ability to hold a weapon, the damage that weapon does, that's all those are. And then luck, which no one should even really care about. Unless you want to make a certain bleed build, but you know, who cares? Or hollow build, I guess. That's for boredom. So, with this longsword, any enemy I attack I know is going to take 2 hits. Now, I think it's very important to know how many hits it'll take to kill an enemy, so that when you're attacking, you don't really waste stamina, you don't really worry about what's going to happen, you know, after I swing. Oh my god, like, you're going to stun them, and then they're going to die in 2 hits. All these guys. Oh, shit. I better lock on, right? That's what happens when you're lazy. Yeah, let's go just kill everybody. Let's get the experience. But again, there is a little bit of a trap here. Surprise. 1, 2. 1, 2. Binoculars. Yay. Fire bombs. Nice. Not a big deal. I never really bother killing any of the non-attack or non-aggroed ones. There's a little something something for here. If you drop down, you'll take a little damage. But yeah, you get some gold pine resin, which, I wonder if that would be useful in a future battle. Yeah, probably against the next boss. They don't like lightning, imagine that. 1, 2. 1, 2. More fire bombs. Gee, I wonder when those are useful. Guard break? Too fast. Alright. There is a little shortcut here. You can just... and you won't take any damage if you're going down. Pocketed money. Alright, a fork in the road. And 2 annoying people. Let's get rid of the guy on the right first, right? Oh, I missed. Style points. Okay, now great. These guys are annoying for a lot of users, but just a good kick, which is forward. Even I have trouble doing it sometimes. Boom. You try to hit at the same time. Just walk up to them and do that. Then you riposte. It's a lot easier than some of the other ways of just getting around them and maybe taking a few hits. Now, there's 2 things you can do. There is a one-way, basically, door up there that you can go through and then come out up top. I can run down the bottom and skip this room over here, which contains a mimic and a very powerful axe for this early in the game. It's one of the stronger weapons you could use. I don't prefer it over a straight sword like this, but it's still worth going this way. All you basically do is sprint like hell, dodge, not really dodge, but kind of juke through people and open a door before the dragon burns you to shit. This is annoying. Oh, 3rd hit. Ugh, you're just too annoying to even really bother. Oh, shit! That backstab time, though. Now you get in? Titanite Shard for my troubles. Jesus God. There are some nice things down here. You can try to collect them. It'll take some fire damage. It's not all bad. I might recommend waiting until maybe you've hit a closer bonfire just so you can come back here a little easier. The claymore is very nice, and I believe the club is also here. Little trick jump there, saves you a lot of time. You can also do it going back. I'm not going to get the Mimic yet. Alright, our first Lothric Knight. Basically, one of the best opportunities to learn how to parry in the game. If you're going to learn how to fight humanoids who strike quickly, and who can do some weapon arts and stuff like that, this is your first challenge. Once you kind of unlock their patterns, though, they are ridiculously predictable and defeatable. So let's do the parry first. Alright. You can parry all their strikes, but it's easy to kind of count to two. One, just block the first hit and parry the second. Oh, I missed. You can parry that. I just missed it. Shh. Really? This guy. Is this not my round shield is... Okay, wow. See, I thought the parry times on this shield wasn't that different than the iron round shield. That's weird. That's really weird. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I should probably too many time worrying about my shield parry timings than I was about the actual enemy. That's fine, though. It'll give us a chance to go back. We'll start from the front. We'll run down. Classic Dark Souls. I am going to get those souls back, though. So, we're going to skip that guy. Don't let you... Still behind me. Take the shortcut. And, I don't know. Are they going to follow us? Yeah, alright. Cool. Having opened that gate, more? Nice. We're just gonna run this time down this way. Oh, I thought I made it. This is the most Dark Souls thing I think I've ever seen in my life. This is great. That was, that's great. That's fine. I'm fine. Oh my god. A level I've played probably hundreds of times. Why doesn't this shield parry that Lothric Knight so well? It's just really weird. As with most things, just doing it slow and steady will win the day. Alrighty. Alright. I owe you an apology, sir. Motherfucker. That's for before. Should have parried you. I want your shield. That's what I want. You can farm that guy for a shield. Your bonfire's right upstairs. Which makes my dying twice right there so funny. Second bonfire and a Titanite Shard for your troubles. Let's go back to that knight. So, I really wanted that parrying shield. Let's see if I can hone this back in with this shield. Explosive bombs down there. Or barrels. No. Alright, let's do this right. Let's try to backstab. A little roll backstab. Alright, come on. Ooh, nice change-up. Jeez, I've never seen that change-up. Is it just... oh, is it just slower? I don't understand. Some Lothroknight leggings for my troubles. So, it doesn't look like I'm going to get my shield anytime soon. And there's a raw gem to be found very close by that I am definitely going to pick up. But it is bothering me about this shield having just slightly different timings than I'm used to. We'll move past it. Let's go. Now downstairs under this is going to be a NPC that we can't access yet. Who doesn't want more practice? See, that's what I'm worried about right there. I miss my parry timings. See, like, oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. Please give me my shield. I just realized I'm useless without it. Damn it! Alright. We can get another, I believe another Titanite Shard by killing the Pus of Man. Attacking first are really positive qualities. And see what else we got here. Okay. The guy praying up top is going to turn into one of those beasts. Let's help him. I hope I don't kill him outright. Alright. Oops. Nothing but time. If you come equipped, it's never that bad. It's never that bad. Of course, and a Titanite Shard. Not too shabby. So now we have enough shards to upgrade the Fire Dagger, which means its damage is going to be even more bonkers. I prefer the drop-down method. Raw Gem, beautiful. Just beautiful. Parkour. Nice. Still got it. I wouldn't advise that jump if you're not willing to take some fall damage. More fire bombs. This game, I tell you what, it's so nice. Just a very controlled hits, right? Like, thanks for the Estus. You hit them twice and you know they're going down. It's just a different... Very helpful. Another Titanite Shard. There's going to be a lock to Ignite that I'm now considering backstabbing because he's just a... I would parry you, but I'm afraid my parrying has been nerfed. Yep. Guard breaks are underrated. Very helpful with the spear guys since they have that giant ass shield and their stamina isn't that strong. A store straight sword down them parts, but I don't believe I'm gonna ever use it. Broadsword location. It's very useful. Not as good as my longsword because it doesn't have a poke, but I like it has a little more damage, so something to consider if you are a straight sword user. It's definitely helpful in low-level games. Well, first things first, you're going to have a bad day in this room if you don't kill this guy right here. He chucks bombs, and as you can see, there are explosive barrels. We want to use those barrels. He doesn't get to use those barrels. It's more. It weighs more. And it's not even a parry shield. I should have known. With him dead, we can start to have some fun. Now, I've been working on my firebomb foo, so we'll see how good we've gotten here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, titty. Did I not kill you? Really? Well, let's see. What do we got down there? Oh, that guy's dead, though. Alright. You can drop down, but I'm going to save myself the headache of health. And I want to kind of see what I'm looking at here. Ooh, there's one. Really? And for good measure... Oh, you're coming. I can't help myself. I like throwing. Alright. We'll play for real. Let's go. I forgot I can't parry in this. Come on. You touch this dagger touches you, you're dead. There it is. Be very careful with your fire dagger. If this fire dagger were to strike these barrels, you would be blown to bits. They do not like fire. It's this fire dagger. I can't emphasize. If there was just one word for this, it'd just be like fire dagger. Get a fire dagger. The all-important Estus Shard and the final Titanite Shard. Now, I could drop down. My health is not where I want it. But this should carry me all the way to that previously mentioned shortcut. Oh, are you going to fight this guy? Yeah, of course I'm going to fight him. I got a fire dagger. I got a fire dagger. And these guys can be backstabbed. if you're very careful, you can sometimes, yeah, get him on the wake up. So there you go. Anything? No. No love. Ah, here comes somebody. The arrow dodge, always useful, and the one. That's what happens when you don't judge your stamina. You get hit. And another. That's a random drop. That was actually a very good drop. I believe those are black fire bombs. Wait, where am I? Over there, but... the Ring of Sacrifice. Alright. We are going to head home to the shortcut. A little stamina. Might help you in your boss fight, who knows? I always swing first. Alright. As you can see, we're in that tower. There is one more bonus that we can kind of do with our weapon, besides just upgrading. And am I still pissed about not having... Hey, backstab. Yep, dogs. Whoa. What's his secret? How does he do it? You're just getting it because I don't like you, man. Ooh, even better. Thanks. And here we are, back where we started. Covered in blood and bits. Shortcut unlocked. The rest of the level is ours. Now, this would probably be the point where if you wanted to start helping people after you maybe make these next upgrades, then it'd be a good time to just do it. You have just help people through the level, maybe fight off a Twink Invader. Not likely, but you know, it's a good way to earn souls. Let's reinforce that Estus Flask, of course. Let's infuse our longsword with the raw gem we picked up on the roof with the lizard. And let's reinforce our... Now look, we have 6. We can upgrade a bunch of weapons to +1 if we wanted. That's an option. I'm gonna update the fire dagger to 1, and I am gonna upgrade the rapier to 1. Yeah, let's see. Why would you do that? We'll see. Alright, there's a couple things I might see if I can... I'll get my... that. You can buy some members if you're low. I'm going to probably make these purchases, just a few more bombs. And then... I think the final thing would be trying to get that health back up to where I'm comfortable. Just one at a time. Doesn't matter. I just want my vigor around 19. That's kind of where I want it. 19, 20. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break and then probably come back. Or I can just do it right now. We'll go to the tower on the wall bonfire. Alright. Bathroom break successful. Did I grab that Titanite Shard back here? Yes, okay. So, let's see what we got here. I came down here real quick to free the Geralt. Or not Geralt, who am I talking about? Grey Rat. Alright, well, do this the old-fashioned way. Really? If you're careful and lucky, you can send that guy straight to hell. That's my bad. Whiff. Of course, you could have just blown him up. Mailbreaker dagger. Let's get ourselves a ring. Might help when we're low on health. This cell key was the crest key we picked up in that room of barrels. Alright. Our second ring. That's worth a damn. Early levels? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Now, as you've seen, I haven't been invaded. It's not by chance. Even though I'm embered, I haven't summoned or put down my sign, so I am not kind of available for invasions in High Wall, which is a good thing if you are a new player. But the second you help people, you might find yourself... What am I doing? Well, I guess I can do it this way. I did not take the shortcut, clearly, but I wanted to see Grey Rat. It's still not exactly a long trip back to the end. I know I said it was earlier, but... Smooth like butter, guys. Smooth like butter. And here we are. 1, 2... You just take 1. You could kill this guy again. Nah. I mean, he might drop that weapon, so that'd be cool. Oh. Always kill the archer. These guys will ruin your day. Okay, more knight practice with a parry tool that I don't trust just yet. I can probably buy a buckler, but... my buckler. Parrying used to be so easy. Used to be so easy. That's the move I know how to parry. I'm playing very sloppy here. Very sloppy. Oh, aggroed him. All the better. I can maybe finish you off. He's just like, what? No love, man. I haven't been... Well, I'll take the heal, but I got plenty of those. Lothric Knight Straight Sword might be good. Just mowing through them. Sorry, guys. Just parries are so fun. There are many ways to kill these guys. I'd prefer parrying this guy, just because he's so strong. And if he buffs, it'll get it even stronger. And you gotta be quick, because he will turn around. I missed. Ooh. My god. Oh my god. God, I'm just like being such a tool with this. See, oh, am I just early maybe? Ugh. I should just go for it. Parrying for beginners and noobs. It's either that I think I'm just too fast. Come on, I just want to parry. We could have killed you by now. Ugh, not you. I don't like that stab, though. A refined gem. Perfect for quality builds. The gems typically work like stats, where you'll have a couple that are just raw damage, so that any class can use them, you know, and get that buff, like that dark buff, or a, you know, a damage buff, or a fire buff, like the fire dagger. The fire dagger is going to basically be the same damage for anybody. It only increases when you upgrade the. I'm sorry, when you upgrade the weapon. So it's more of like a damage skill, like just infused in the weapon, whereas if you had a chaos, a dark, or a refined, or a heavy, or a sharp, which reflects strength, dexterity, quality, pyromancy, you know, all that stuff, those would scale based on your actual... lazy. Okay, I'm not paying attention anymore. Those would scale based on your stats. You are just really aggressive. I don't know why I keep trying to parry. Alright, well there's the boss. Pretty much... Am I out of heals? Well, this was a horrible tutorial. I just started to end up dicking around. I'm not going to go back all the way. I'm going to use one of my homeward bones. And I think... I don't know. Like I feel like this would be a great time right now with all your these weapons you have. Like as a knight, you have access to use a ton of these weapons in a ton of different formats. So, I mean, for example, I have a rapier here. You can double wield. You can just kind of just poke and swing, you know. You can parry with the rapier. You know what? What have I been doing my whole life? What am I doing here? Oh, you dick. That's how easy it is to parry the rapier. I'm back! I love that move. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. Oh, that's why I'm fat rolling. Oh, no. Dark Souls! I over-encumbered myself like an idiot. Didn't think the rapier was that strong. Yep, just barely over the 70% limit. Okay. Well, I am gonna get my souls back, but until then, I think I'm gonna get my souls back and I'm gonna break. Yeah, I think, like, honestly, this is a perfect setup. You could keep this +1 longsword, this raw +1 longsword, and basically just go all the way through Undead Settlement. You can go through the forest, the Crucifixion Woods. You can go through Barren Swamp even, fight the Abyss Watchers. Oops, I'm not even paying attention again. You do all that with just the stuff you have right now. This rapier does not feel as fast as I remember. But again, this would be probably the time I'd start co-oping. Laying down that blue sign like right here, maybe somewhere else, and just helping them through the level. I'll do it once. I don't think I'm going to rock the rapier, though. I kind of like it almost for the parry tool, though, now that I think about it. Yeah, let's just do that. It's a better parrying tool, and I like parrying. So here we go. I am going to put this here. I use it a lot. And we're off. You don't have to have an ember, even. You can be freshly killed, like nothing, down on your luck, just slap down your sign, and someone could summon you into their world. I hope I do get summoned. I don't know if there's going to be anyone out there right now. Usually is, but I like dicking around while I wait. And there's no one I like dicking around with more. Slothric Knight's caught me in a... Give me your shield. There is something I want to do that we can do. Summon me. Alright, we're in someone else's world. Excellent. I hope that's not lag. It looks like it might be. That's wave. Not good. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I am streaming, so this is probably not helping their cause very much. Oh. This might be blowing out my internet like no one's business. This isn't good. I feel bad. I feel really bad. And as you play through, of course, you know, you're going to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lag's really bad. Your consumables do count, so I don't tend to use them unless I have a ton. This isn't good, because I'm not damaging him. Lag's too bad. Ooh, run. Oh. I hope those guys are dead. This is bad. I feel really bad. I think the streaming is having a very adverse effect on the game. So I might have to stop. This was very irresponsible of me. I should not have done this. I will probably end the stream here, but nothing of value is going to be lost. And I will talk to you guys later.